Howdy guys, I am the Comics Kid 2099 and I am here to do a video on
missed opportunities.
Recently, I was thinking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you guys have been keeping up with this channel for a little while, you know that I am a pretty huge fan of the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I really love this show. If you have never seen it, it lasted 3 seasons. It was about 60 episodes long. Currently on Nickelodeon, there is a sequel series going on. We have had 2 seasons, and there is at least 2 more seasons coming up. I like that show okay, but I don't like it as much as Avatar: The Last Airbender. But having said that, even though I really love this show, it does have its problems, and today I wanted to talk about how I would have fixed one of those problems given the opportunity. First, some background. In Season 2, there was an episode called The Library, where the characters go to this underground library that is headed up by a spirit owl, and they are looking for information on how they can stop the Fire Lord, who is basically the overall villain of the entire series. And while they are down there, one of the characters, I think it might have been Sokka, I don't remember, opens up a book and we see a picture of a lion turtle. Now this basically would just be a non sequitur. It doesn't really have anything to do with the series until the very end of the series, where Aang has been angsting for like half of the season on how he is going to stop the Fire Lord. He really doesn't want to kill the Fire Lord, but he doesn't know any other way that he can stop this guy. And then a lion turtle comes out of nowhere and basically tells Aang, in the time before time, the lion turtles taught human beings how to bend spirits, and this was long before they ever bent the elements. And so Aang is then taught how to bend the spirit of the Fire Lord, and this prevents the Fire Lord from using his firebending powers, and he's basically removed as a threat. And then Zuko is able to ascend as the new Fire Lord, and he's much more benevolent than his father. And so the day is saved thanks to Team Boomerang. Yay! The problem that I had with this was, one, we had almost no seeding of the idea that the lion turtle exists in this world. Other than that one blink and you miss it moment in Season 2, we did not have any references to the spirit bending or the lion turtle or anything like that. And 2, because we don't have really any seeding of the existence of the lion turtle significantly earlier in the series, this whole idea of, oh, Aang can just bend his spirit and he doesn't have to kill him. It seems like a really convenient way on how Aang is going to defeat the Fire Lord without having to kill him, since that is something that he has been kind of stressing over for the last several episodes. I feel like this series would have been significantly stronger if we could have just had a few more references to the lion turtle and the idea of spirit bending much earlier in the series before the series decides to conclude. For example, the character of Aang is a very spiritual kind of character, so it would make sense for him to say something like, you know, back when I lived at the Southern Air Temple, I was talking with Monk Gyatso, and he was saying that long, long ago, there were lion turtles who taught people how to bend the spirits. He could just say this casually in conversation, and the others would be like, that sounds really ridiculous, Aang. And then by the time we get to the end of the series, that kind of thing is probably out of our mind, and then when we see the lion turtle come up and say, yeah, guess what, son, I'm going to teach you spirit bending, then it doesn't feel as much like a Deus Ex Machina, where it's like, okay, how do we resolve this series without having this 12-year-old kid kill somebody? I know, let's introduce the idea of spirit bending out of nowhere. It wouldn't have felt as much like they were trying to come up with a finale that was as cheap as they could possibly make it, which is what it ended up being like, for me anyway, when they decided to throw the spirit bending in there without really leading up to it in any way throughout the entire series. And so, that's just one thing that I would have fixed about Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's actually a few other ideas that I have in mind. I will probably talk about them in later videos of missed opportunities, but for now, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like or dislike, do whatever you want to do, and share, subscribe, comment, do all of the stuff that you love doing on YouTube videos, and I will be back tomorrow with some other kind of video. So, until then, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.